Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, na how una day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazenamdi Kano. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN. Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, yesterday we saw the charade that happened in court. We saw the Zoo Republic judicial system showing that they don't even respect or appreciate the rule of law within their own court. You saw how our leader was treated. You saw the disrespect coming from the justice, Binta Nyako and the rest of them. But one thing again, it always beats my imagination that when it comes to the affairs of the Biafrans, we always get things like this. I keep saying it, even though I love my brother Chief Sunday Igboho, a comrade, a friend. I respect the man they call Omoyele Showore. But at the same time, till this day, we have not heard the legal team of Chief Sunday Igboho come in public to explain to us how Chief Sunday Igboho was set free. I repeat, because I think some of you are heard in hearing, or you pretend as if you cannot hear this point that I am making. Till day, as I speak, till date, we have not heard from the legal team of Chief Sunday Igboho to come to the public to explain to the people how their client, Chief Sunday Adeyemo, was granted freedom. There was no court hearing. There was no bail discussion. Until this day, we don't even know what happened. At least in the case of Showore, we saw him go to court and they said, hey, we have raised our hands up. We cannot continue with the so-called case against you. My fellow Biafrans, I call this different strokes for different folks. When it comes to the affairs of the Biafrans, this story is different. Suddenly, Nigeria forgets what they call the rule of law. When it comes to the other tribe, everything is fine. In fact, they can trample against the Nigerian so-called law, as I will explain in this video. Today, as we speak, I want us to watch this video of the governor, the then governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, whatever his name is. You will see the way the EFCC, they came for him, but they gave him the utmost respect. We shall juxtapose that same scenario with the case of the then governor of Anambra State, Governor Willie, I believe that's his name, Willie Obiano, and also the former governor of the old Imo State, Governor Rochas Okorocha. I will show you how the EFCC operates when it comes to the Biafran. I will show you how the EFCC operates when it comes to somebody from the eastern region. And then we shall watch the way they operate when it has to do with a Hausa man, a Fulani man or somebody from the other part of that zoo called Nigeria. If you are with me, I want you all to sit back, relax, and watch this analysis. I nicknamed this one Different Strokes for Different Folks. If you are with me, let us go there. Listen.
Good morning to you viewers. Let's begin what's trending. The governor of Kogi State, Usman Ododo, has come under heavy criticism on social media after he prevented the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission from arresting his predecessor, Yahaya Bello. On Wednesday, the anti-graft agency had laid siege at the Abuja residence of Yahaya Bello in a bid to arrest him over alleged money laundering charges. But in an unprecedented move, Ododo arrived at Bello's residence a few hours after the siege and whisked his predecessor away. Well, let's take a look.
Hold it there, my sister. In an unprecedented move, Usman Ododo came to the home of Yahaya Bello and whisked him away in the presence of the EFCC. Don't forget, the EFCC, they have their own force comprised of the police, the Mopol, and the military. In the presence of the EFCC, in the presence of the police, the Mopol, and the military of that zoo contraption, a governor from Kogi State can come to Abuja to do what he did. You're about to watch and see what they actually did. That's to show you the standard. That's to show you that in Nigeria, that contraption, that God-forsaken, dirty gutter country that you call Nigeria, not everyone is equal. There is a reason why we call it the zoo. There is a reason why it is simile to the animal farm, where not everyone is born equal, according to the laws of the contraption. That a governor from Kogi State can come to Abuja and in an unprecedented way wicks away the former governor, Yahaya Bello. Let's play on and watch.
Before we take some reactions. Social media has been awash with reactions. This seems like a movie, doesn't it? Well, the anti-graft agency, in a statement on Wednesday, condemned the actions of the Kogi State governor.
Okay.
Their statement reads in part: the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission wishes to warn members of the public that it is a criminal offense to obstruct officers of the Commission from carrying out their lawful activities. Section 38 of the ESCC Established Act makes it an offense to prevent officers of the Commission from carrying out their lawful duties. Culprits risk a jail term of not less than 5 years. This warning becomes necessary against the background of the increasing tendency by persons and groups under investigation by the Commission to take laws into their hands by recruiting thugs to obstruct lawful operations of the EFCC. The Commission therefore warns that it will henceforth not tolerate any attempt by any person or organization to obstruct its operation. As such, will be met with appropriate punitive actions. Dr.
Hold it there. Audio government. When it comes to the affairs of the caliphate, suddenly the Tinubu government, they become an audio government. They begin talk on social media. They are coming to Twitter to discuss. I will show you what they did to Obiano. And I will show you their rascality when it came to Rochas Okorocha. Even though we don't care about those criminals, but at the same time, for the fact they are part of the Biafran family, we have to treat them as ours. Because whenever it has to do with the Biafran people, the story is always different. You will not see the EFCC come out there on social media and explain to you. Audio government. They're explaining on Twitter. Going forward, we will not accept this. When you should have called the name of the person who was responsible for what happened. Governor Usman Ododo of Kogi State came to Abuja and took away a governor, an ex-governor from you. And you cowards, you could do nothing. Last time I checked, Kogi State, Kwara State, used to be a Yoruba state. They are coming, they are coming. 2 already down, 2 is gone. 2 states out of your Yoruba states are gone. Keep on playing with the caliphate. They are coming for your Oyo state. They are coming. Your Kogi state is gone. Your Kwara state is gone. Keep on doing politics with the Fulani caliphate. Your Oyo state is next. Cowards. You can only show your power when it comes to the Biafrans. Because you know when we retaliate, you work hand in hand with the caliphate. Bunch of bastards and cowards, mad monkeys everywhere. A governor can come and outsmart you criminals in that zoo. Today, I wanted to sit back and relax. Let the newscasters, they finish what they are saying. You will see this same EFCC who has come on social media to explain. They are discussing audio government when it comes to the affairs of the cabal, because now Kogi State is now a northern state. It is no longer a Yoruba state. They have allowed that state to be taken because they are scared of the caliphate. They are scared. And now, you can imagine what a governor of Kogi State is doing to a Yoruba president, Tinubu. Think about that. A governor to show you that once you turn to the caliphate, once you are a member of the North, once you are part of the family of the Fulani cabal, you become untouchable. Sit back and relax and let us listen to the analysis of those in the radio and TV. Listen to what they are saying. Then I'll come back and expose their weaknesses. I will come back and expose their nakedness. I will lift up their skirts to expose their nakedness. Let's continue.
I don't know who the EFCC is referring to as thugs, but I mean, I thought that statement was very apt at the time. Obviously, they were referring to the incident that occurred yesterday. I mean, I believe that Yahaya Bello will be arraigned today. But let me just take some more reactions before I come to you, Dr. Abati. This is from Collins, who wrote, "It is outrageous that those in positions of power would brazenly obstruct the operations of a law enforcement agency tasked with fighting corruption. This blatant disregard for the rule of law only serves to perpetuate a culture of impunity and undermines the credibility of our justice system. Governor Ododo must be held accountable for his actions, and anyone else complicit in obstructing the EFCC's operation should face severe consequences, including the risk of jail time. Justice must prevail. Hashtag corruption, rule of law." Dr. Abati, I'm trying to get accountability as well, together with Abati. Accountability is so important. Yes.
Very briefly. There are many dimensions to what is unfolding in Kogi State. There are principles. There are legal issues, there are operational issues, there are political issues. I'll try to run through them. Principle. The first principle is that nobody is above the law. The rule of law in Nigeria applies to everybody.
You are a liar and you know it. God have mercy. This guy is a audio government, audio journalist. Talk for mouth. Nobody's above the law. God. Hey, the zoo. God have mercy. The zoo. No wonder they call them the zoo. Look at what he's saying. Nobody is above the law. In the open mouth, they talk that nonsense in that zoo. Nobody. Hey, wow, this is full of, nah. Now, wow, for nah. This kind of fear. Hey, wow, God, I thank you. Lord, I thank you for taking me away from that zoo country, that God-forsaken country, that contraption that was created by Lord Lugard. God, thank you. I was blind, but now I can see. I was once blind like these people. I was once blind like them. I thank you, Lord, for opening my eyes. If Lord Lugard has named Nigeria as Lugard, by now they'll be fighting to uphold that country called Lugard. If Lord Lugard has named Nigeria as the Fulani Kingdom, by now all these monkeys, baboons, and chimpanzees out there, they will be fighting to protect and preserve that Fulani Kingdom. They will say they believe in Fulani Kingdom. God bless Fulani Kingdom. We believe in one Fulani Kingdom. They will say what they are saying, they believe in one Nigeria. Look at him here saying, I believe in the rule of law. In fact, let me calm down. Let's continue.
And, any of the agencies that have prosecutorial powers or investigative powers can invite anybody. Number two, when you are a governor or president or deputy governor or vice president, you are covered by section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, which says you enjoy immunity. The moment you are no longer in office, that section 308 does not apply. So you cannot say because, you occupied a certain position, you cannot be, investigated or prosecuted.
You lie. It only applies to the Biafrans and those criminals they call the Biafran politicians. It only applies to us. If you check all the governors till date, once you're a Biafran governor, as you are finishing, they will bring you out, they will scrutinize you and do all sorts of things to you. It only applies to us. Others, they are free to do what they want to do. Buhari and his cabinet, they stole billions. His girlfriend was spending 500 million every month. Oh my God. His so-called the humanitarian, whatever they call them. His girlfriend. A lady that has been his PA when he was a military president. A lady that has been his PA when he was in the Petroleum Trust Fund, PTF. That lady, that's humanitarian woman, that's his side chick. You all knew that from the beginning, and he became your president. Buhari became your president, and he created a portfolio, an office with a portfolio for his girlfriend called the humanitarian whatever. And every month he's giving her 500 million. And you guys kept quiet. Even when he left office till this day, you are scared to arrest her or do whatever. You are punishing, what's her name again? Beta Edu. That's the cowardice way they do things. Look, my people, please, do not be deceived. Beta Edu, her job is secure. She is safe. The reason why they acted like they are going after Beta Edu is because they were trying to try the other woman who spent all those money. So, but because they are scared of the Fulani Caliphate, I keep telling you, the Fulani cabal, they are untouchable. So the only way the Tinubu government want to do it is to make it look like they are punishing their own. For the fact they are punishing their own, then they can now also call that woman to say, how much have you taken from that, the department? Better Edu, her job is safe. It is secured. Do not be deceived. Some of you, please open your brain. Don't allow the zoo and their shallow thinking to affect you. It will become a cancer of the brain. Better Edu, her job is safe and secured. Count me anywhere. They are not after Better Edu. They just did what they did because the other woman, Buhari girlfriend, she don't chop plenty money. Buhari use them chop plenty money. So they need to pretend as if they are, attacking Better Edu and also the office. So now they can now go back, say, okay, for the past 6 years, for the past 8 years, let us investigate. Because we are investigating Better Edu, we now have the leeway, the leverage to investigate that office. So last week they said they found 30 billion naira or whatever. It is not from Better Edu. Now that woman, where they collect the money small from. Let's call a spade a spade. Emefiele that they are attacking now, you and I know that Emefiele was a boy to Buhari. He was a boy, he was a stooge, a servant to Dangote and the rest of them. All those signatures and signatories, it was given to him by Buhari to do. But they are scared to, call on Buhari, so they have to go through Emefiele. Let's call a spade now. People are laughing at them and say, look at this one. While lie, they cannot call on Buhari. Emefiele is a small boy. They know what they are doing. Better Edu, her job is secured and safe. Once they are done with these little things they are doing now, just watch, she will come back to her position. She is still functioning in her position, but you will not see her outside for now because they are not after her. I keep telling you, it is only the Biafran people that they can show their power. Alagba, you are strong. It's only us they could show it on. Better Edu, her job is safe. Anybody who assume in their own myopic way of thinking that the Tinubu government can go against the Buhari, then you are joking. The only way he could do it is to act as if he's attacking his own in order to go deeper into that department. So the so-called humanitarian, whatever they are doing there, it is rubbish. Better Edu, her job is safe. These guys, they are cowards now. So when this man is saying here that there is equality in the rule of law, nobody's above the law, I beg to differ. Let's continue, I beg.
Number 3 is that the immunity granted under Section 308 is not transferable. And that applies to Usman Ododo. So when people say it was Governor Ododo who granted immunity to his predecessor, no, there's no such thing. You cannot transfer immunity. But the stories in the papers is that, it was the one that took the former governor out of his house. Number 4 here is the point being made by the EXC that under Section 38 of the Establishment Act, you cannot obstruct the work of the EXC. In fact, it's not only the EXC or the law enforcement agencies. Otherwise, you'll be guilty of resisting arrest or, obstructing the course of justice. That's that, about the principles. Now, the legal part. The other part of it is that, the former governor of Kogi State and the EFCC, they've been having a running battle in the courts of law. There was a 2015, early 2016 case, which was before Yahaya Bello assumed office, alleging that he was involved in the mismanagement of the purpose of the injunction is, return to status quo antebellum and allow the court, to determine the suit before you can proceed. I think the EFCC again went to court ahead of the April 22 when that matter will be determined to get a permission from the leave of court to again arraign Governor Yahaya Bello. So you have all of these issues. Now, the more embarrassing part of it is that on both parts. We have seen conflicting orders, from Federal High Court in Abuja.
The people that invaded the arrest, that assisted Ododo, were they DSS officials? And could they be arrested? That's the question out there.
They will not arrest them, Oji, because the governor that came there, he came with his own military men. And they came to tell the EFCC men to stand down. Can you imagine that? Think about this, Oji. Okpe, think about this. Can an Eastern governor, not even in their wildest dream, go to Abuja with military men and stop the EFCC from carrying out their job? Let's call a spade here. Nigeria is not fair, my sister. You guys are making the biggest mistake to assume that you are in a country where there is rule of law. I'm asking you guys, can an Eastern governor, those criminals in the East, can the Eastern governor, any of them, go to Abuja and stop the EFCC from making an arrest? Think about that. They will never attempt such, not even in their wildest dream. Even if they don't drink, they drunk. They are drunk in their drunkenness. They will get sense, say they cannot do that. You see, because they know the repercussion. But when it comes to the North, I'm saying North because Kogi State is officially a Northern state now. Kogi State is officially a Northern state. Kwara State, Ilorin, Kwara State is officially a Fulani state. They've taken over, unfortunately. And it is shocking, say, ordinary Kogi governor can do this. Usman Ododo, a new Kogi governor. Talk less of a governor from Kano, Kaduna, Sokoto, and the rest of them. That tells you the contraption you guys believe in. That's something that even an Eastern governor, if he is drunk, if he use drugs, if he use cocaine, in his wildest dream, he cannot go to Abuja and do what the Kogi State governor did to stop the EFCC. Hi, God have mercy. Even in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they are begging, please give us Nnamdi Kanu. We are begging you. Give us Nnamdi Kanu. They don't even have the balls, the fortitude to speak directly to the so-called presidency. But in this case, the cabal, they sent the governor of Kogi State to go to the house of Yahaya Bello in Abuja and whisk him away. You call this something unprecedented. Something that has never been seen. No, my sister, it is regular for the caliphate. I am coming to show you all the way they treated Rochas Okorocha and Obiano Jew. I am coming to that one. Let's continue. Listen.
No. What I'm saying is that Usman Ododo came there as a visitor.
I know.
Covered by Section 308 because he's a sitting governor.
They explain now. He came as a visitor. Ruben Ebati. Hey! You are trying to make Nigeria look like it's a functioning country. You are pretending, you are blowing grammar to make Nigeria look like a functioning country. Usman Ododo, the governor of Kogi State, he came to the house of Yahaya Bello as a governor, as a visitor. Came as a visitor. Think about that. That's how petty, how childish. You want to paint it to make it look or sound more palatable. Make it sound nice. He came as a visitor. When you say EFC, they have barricaded the whole road. He still came as a visitor. Aye! Nigeria, una shame, they shame me. You intellectuals, men who claim they are intellectual in that zoo, una shame, they shame me. When will you call a spade a spade? Can an Eastern governor go to Abuja to do what they did? Even Rochas, when he was going through it, no governor dare go to his house or the scene to say they are going there as a visitor. They broke into his house. They tore the roof. They came down from the roof of Rochas Okorocha. We all saw the video where he was praying as they were breaking down the roof. But in the case of Yahaya Bello, they were there laying a siege, begging him to come out. He called the governor of Kogi State. That one came in. You said he came as a visitor. Nana, wow. Person, they tell lies live on TV. Intellectuals, those you respect. These are the intellectuals you respect. He's speaking in a nice way to make it sound more, more palatable. It means, okay, it makes sense, the governor just come there as a guest, can't see what's in the happening. Because, no, this is not nice now. Come with me. I'm the governor. I have immunity. Come with me. And he drove him away. And the EXP, they allowed him to leave. How childish and petty is that? That's to show you that when a Yoruba man is the president, the Fulani cabal, they have their way. The only people that will go through hell are the Biafrans. Also, when a Fulani man is the president, it is the Yorubas and the Igbos that will go through hell. You see, that's the game plan. So the Fulani man, when you look at the puzzle, they are the ones who are really in the ultimate analysis. When you look at it as a whole, they are the ones that are above the law. Absolutely. They have the absolute power to be above the law, because when they are there, nobody can control them, but they can control the Biafran side and the Yoruba side. If the Biafran say they won't fight, the Yorubas will join the Fulani to fight us. So that is why the Fulani, they are strong, but they can control and punish the Yorubas and the Biafrans. Now, when the Yoruba man is there as president, he can only punish the Biafrans. He cannot punish the cabal. As in the case of Yahaya Bello, you have seen now that they couldn't go to his house to arrest him. They were begging him from the window, sir, please, sir, come outside, sir, please. And he refused. He made a phone call to the man they call Usman Adodo, the new governor of Kogi, his boy that was bowing to him when he took over that office. You remember when he took over, Usman Adodo was prostrating down on the floor, thanking Yahaya Bello for making him the governor. That same man, now in call for phone, say, come to Abuja, come and take me out of this office. And he came. He told the EFCC to stand down, because they have no power over the Fulani cabal. That's the puzzle there. The only time there is rule of law is when somebody from their so-called South or Southeast is president. In the case of Goodluck Jonathan, you saw how he respected everybody. Tinubu and the other guys, they were allowed. Tinubu, Socio-economic, and that pastors, all of them, they were allowed to protest for 2 weeks. There was no gunshot. They protested for 2 weeks and crippled the economy of that zoo for 2 weeks. Goodluck Jonathan did nothing. He respected their fundamental human right to protest. Think about that. Think about that. Whenever we are there, oh my God, that is when there is rule of law. But whenever the Fulani man is there, he controls the Yoruba and the Biafran side, because he knows he's got the back of the politicians from the Yoruba side, that if the Biafrans want to fight, you see what always happen. They will now connive, they will come together, they will collude to attack us. AKA, you saw what happened in the Biafran war. You saw what happened then. Very, very sad. Ojukwu told that criminal they call Gowon, that old dirty fool, that idiot they call Gowon. He told him, what is your military still doing in the eastern region and the western region? In the Aboria Accord, we have discussed, one of the itineraries that we have to discuss is for you to pull away your military from the eastern region and the western. It means from the Biafran side and the Yoruba side. Ojukwu was being nice. He was being an elder brother to the Yorubas. He was being an advocate for the Yorubas. He told Gowon, it is unfair to have your northern military men in the eastern region and the western region. So take them to your region. Let them protect your region while we have our own military in our own region, and allow the Yorubas, those from the west, to have their own, control of their military within their own region. At first, Gowon said that was a good idea, and they agreed in Aburi. But when they came back, Gowon only took away the northern soldiers from the eastern region. Ojukwu now called him and said, Gowon, what is going on here? How come we agreed this thing now? How come, it's unfair to the western side? How come your military, they are still in the western region? It is unfair now. Allow them to control themselves and their resources. It's unfair. Gowon now told Ojukwu, mind your business. I have pulled the northern military from the eastern region. That is all I can do. Mind your business. I will keep my military in the west. You see, till this day, it is still going on. When there was ENSAS, you saw the Biafrans. We joined the Yorubas to fight against the system. We said it was unfair what they were doing during the ENSAS. But now in Okwama, even the media, they have kept quiet. The military told the media they don't have the right to speak, and they accepted. They said, yes, sir, we shall not speak. We shall not visit the scene of Okwama. This is the 5th week. 5 weeks, people, they have lived in the bushes in Okwama. 5 God-forsaken weeks. They've been in the wilderness. They've been in the wilderness for 5 weeks. And the media, the Yoruba media, they refuse to ask for their fundamental right. As a journalist, you have the right, to speak out. But no, for the first time, you are seeing the Nigerian military. They are telling your journalists, do not come to this scene. Do not come around Okwama. We don't want to see you there. Do not broadcast what is happening in Okwama. And for the first time, you are seeing the media. They said, yes, sir, we agree. But when it was ENSAS, they broadcasted. We, the Biafrans, we joined them to shout to the whole world. Now it is happening in the Biafran side. Okwama and the rest of them. It is in the Biafran region. The pillaging is happening, and the media, they have refused to speak. They have refused to fight for their right to be heard, to be there, to make sure they speak through to power. They have refused. 5 weeks and counting. Not even the governor was allowed into a community. Let the whole world hear this. Let the whole world hear what is happening. This is a country you expect us, the Biafrans, to be in? I will never step my leg into a contraption like that. To the Western world, what you are doing is unfair. You say Africans, they come to Europe, they destroy Europe, they are migrants, but we are trying to solve the problem happening in Africa. But you keep on supporting the stooges, the criminals they call the Fulani Caliphate. You keep on supporting them to be in power. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Your people, the citizens of the Western world, they insult the Africans. They call us monkeys. They say we are dying in the sea, in the Red Sea, in the ocean to get to Europe. But at the same time, when the people of Africa try to solve the problem of Africa, the fundamental problem that you, the Westerners, you created in Africa, when we try to solve the problem of Britain, Lord Lugard in Africa, in that contraption they call Nigeria, you, Britain, and the rest of the world, you still support the caliphate. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's a quagmire that I find myself all the time. It's so painful. When I speak to my friends in the Western world, I tell them, see, these guys you are seeing crossing the sea, the ocean, and they die in the ocean. In most cases, their hands are tied. because when they want to fight for freedom, the military will kill them and they have nothing to say. Most of these guys, they are the owners of the resources from Africa. When you check that zoo called Nigeria, those who are traveling abroad are always those from the eastern region, the Biafran region. We are traveling despite underneath our soil there is oil, there is gold, there is silver, but we are not the partakers. We are not the ones responsible for mining those resources. It is the caliphate, those that Britain told they were born to rule. They are the ones controlling the gold, the silver, the crude oil, and everything in that land. And when the people who owns the land, they are being subjugated, they have no job, they cannot feel the presence of the zoo government, the federal government, their so-called fiscal policies and monetary policies. You don't feel it in the eastern region and you expect the people to stay there and die? No, they have to come to the western because you are the ones that said you believe in the Commonwealth. You created the Commonwealth of Nations. Britain, you are responsible for this nonsense, and your hands are soiled with the blood of the Biafrans. When I tell my friends this in the Western world, they baffle. They say they never knew we were not one people. I just laugh. You know, people in the Western world, because we are black, they think we are the same. They don't understand tribes are different. They don't know there are nations within a nation, that Britain made one. So please, while you are abroad, explain to those people, let them know that those they see dying in the high sea, if they have the choice, they will stay back home and cultivate their soil, manage their resources, the same way it's been done in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait. Friends I have in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait, when they come, they look like kings and queens, like princesses and sheikhs, because they have a percentage of the resources coming from their land. Just oil that they have. You can see the way it reflects on them. They live the best of life. Something I call the lascivious lifestyle. They enjoy it because they have the wealth. The money is coming because they have the resources. And when their government manage the resources, they get what they call the fringe benefits. Because the oil is coming from your land, it means everybody from that land, you will have your scholarship, you will have all the amenities you need, you will have a quota that will come directly to your community, and you will feel the impact of that oil from your land. I digress. You guys are not ready. Let's continue with this one. You guys are not ready for that in-depth analysis. You guys aren't ready. This Biafra we are fighting for, we are the new breed, though. If they think we are joking, if they think holding Nnamdi Kanu means we shall give up our freedom, then they must be mad. That zoo, they are mad. Let's continue.
Who aided, who helped him have,
No, he had access. The EFCC will not have studied. He was not the one they were looking for.
Right.
But after the fact, they are now saying, he's not covered, you cannot obstruct the arrest of a person because he left the place with, former governor. If the EFCC had tried to stop him, then that would have made the whole thing so messy. That's why I say in terms of operation, there are operational questions that the EFCC must worry about. Finally, the politics of it. Does this have anything to do with the politics of the APC? Because you recall that there have been some insinuations that Yahaya Bello wants to be a minister, Yahaya Bello wants to be chairman of the party, and then, of course, the bigger part of it is that the EFCC has just gone back to court to amend their charges, to change the dates. So it's like there is also a very new case. So it's a very serious entanglement. But,
hold on,
we have so many stories.
Yeah, because we have professors. So I think you've talked about the legalese. Yeah, we can go ad nauseum. I mean, the Kogi State, when Yahaya Bello was even governor, then the Kogi State governor has even replied and saying the timeline for what they said he had done. It was even before he became governor. I think he officially resumed in January 2016 and all of that. And there's been back and forth. And they're supposed to hear the case on the 22nd, like you said rightly. But 22nd of April. But for me, the part I want to talk about is the operational procedure. I mean, if you have invited a man, why don't you wait for the man to come? All right? Or when you go effect arrest, do not have this Nollywood-styled shenanigan that goes on when you go to effect arrest. And also, the operational procedure that governors feel they have the right to come in with their own immunity to be able to bail somebody out. This has happened in the case of, I think, Nunia.
Hold on there, you're saying, I beg, you're just talking trash there, my brother, with all due respect. Not governors. Call a spade a spade. Call those who are responsible for such. Because I will show you now how they treated a Biafran so-called governor. I will show you how they treated Obiano and also Rochas Okorocha. My people, if you are with me, let us go there. You see me, I keep my records. I keep records. If you are with me, let us go there. Listen.
Richina says former governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, who just handed over to Professor Soludo, has been arrested by the EFCC. Mr. Obiano was apprehended this Thursday, tonight, actually, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport as he was moving to board a flight to Houston, Texas, in the United States of America. We're staying with this story and we'll hint you with all the updates as it develops.
Reports just reaching Arise News says the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has apprehended the immediate past governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Obiano, who has been on the commission's watch list for months, was arrested at about 8:30 p.m. local time. He was reportedly on his way out of the country to Houston, Texas, in the United States, after handing over to his successor, Governor Charles Soludo.
This is the home of Rochas Okorocha. When they come to our own place, when they come to our region, they show their power. This is the home of Rochas Okorocha. See the way the EFCC, they are shooting guns in the home of a Biafran man. I keep saying it. Different strokes for different folks. When it has to do with the Biafran, they come with the full weight of the law. But when it comes to do with somebody from the north, they begin to beg. They go the dialogue. Please now, come now. Please, sir, just come and show. Please, sir. Eh? Different strokes for different folks. Watch and continue. Watch the way they treat, how they behave. The same EFCC, watch the way they behave when they come to arrest an ex-governor from the Biafran region. Just watch. This is the house of Rochas Okorocha. This is the home of Rochas. Watch the way they destroyed it. But in the case of Yahaya Bello, they were at the gates. They were begging, please now, sir, please now, come with us, sir, please, sir. Or God, I beg, come with us, sir, please, sir. They were begging Yahaya Bello, but look at the way they treated the house of Rochas Okorocha. Listen. Look at that. Hey! They carry stone in the house. Look at the hole. In someone's house, they broke hole.
I know. They couldn't open the door, but the other frame was
what I mean is that the door, they couldn't open it, they now had to go inside.
Okay, please, just give us an account of what happened.
okay. They could not open from here. They had to go in through the ceiling this way.
Yes.
Then they broke it to come into the room from here. And began to vandalize from inside. Yes.
They could not open the door, so they went through the ceiling of the house and they broke through the other ceiling and they started to vandalize the house. This is what a Biafran man goes through under the EFCC, the Economic Financial Crime, or whatever they call themselves, in that Zoo Republic. Can you see how things are different? When it has to do with the Biafran, it is different. When the Igbo and the Yoruba soldiers are killed in the north by Fulani headsmen, by Boko Haram, by ISIS, by ISWAP, when members of the communities, they invite them to come and drink their milk, come and chop their tuwo, as the Igbo and Yoruba soldiers are eating the tuwo shinkafa, behind their back, Boko Haram will come and shoot them. When they buy them, the communities that worked hand in hand with Boko Haram, with ISWAP, with ISIS, with the headsmen, they are not chased to the bushes or the forest. Their homes are not burnt down. The community members that work hand in hand with Boko Haram, somebody listen to me. Listen to me for once. I call these different strokes for different folks. That in Okwama, they chased the whole community out in the bushes for 5 weeks, and nobody has spoken about it. Not even the media are allowed to report what is happening in Okwama. Think about that. The high-handedness, the heavy hands they lay on the Biafrans whenever it has to do with the Biafrans, they always come with the might of the power of their law. But when it's about the northern side, it's okay. Oh, 100 Christian soldiers died in the north. It is okay. The Yoruba and the Igbo soldiers, they were set up by the communities, and Boko Haram and ISWAP, they came and buy them. It is okay. Don't report it. Don't even mourn them. But they claim 17 men died in Okwama, and they are mourning them. It was a nation. I mean, the whole country of that zoo, they mourn for 3 days. And you expect us, when our eye don't open, we that we know what is called rule of law. We have lived in the Western world. We have lived with the white man. We know the way things are done in the Western world. You expect us to come back to that zoo and live like animals like you guys? That's over my dead body. It is Biafra or nothing else. It is Biafra or nothing else. I cannot live in a civilized world. Compete with the white man in his own world. I am excelling. I am managing white men and Asians in the Western world. I will now come to Africa, a shithole country like Nigeria, and become a slave and become a third-class citizen in a so-called country you claim is one. God damn that zoo called Nigeria. This is the standard. A man like Rochas Okorocha, look at what the EFCC they did to his house. But a young boy like Yahaya Bello, they were begging him, please now, open the door now, Oga, beg now, Oga, please, open the door. He said, no, I'm not open. Get out now, leave my house, leave. Oga, please, oh, we cannot leave, oh, please now. Just open, let us talk now, sir, please, sir, please, sir. Let us discuss it. Leave my compound. They were begging. From the gate, they were begging. They couldn't even go into the house of Yahaya Bello. They were by the gate. They were begging him. Please now, let us discuss, sir. He was backing on them, shouting on them. They were begging him. Please, sir. Open door now. Let's discuss, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. He refused. He made a phone call to the governor of Kogi State. He called Usman Ododo, the governor of Kogi State. That one had time to fly a plane from Kogi to Abuja. Think about that. They were still by the gate. They were begging, sir, please now, open door. Let's discuss now. Sir, please, we're EXC now. Please, please, sir, please, sir. The man flew from Kogi to Abuja. He came with his own military men. Hey, God have mercy. Hey, Nigeria. Una shame, they shame me. A governor from Kogi came to Abuja with his orderlies, those around him, protecting him. They came to Abuja, to the home, oh my God, of Yahaya Bello, and they snatched him off from EFCC. They couldn't stop him. That's why I'm telling you that break that. The earlier you break that zoo up, the better. The earlier you break it up there. But because you are cowards, you have chosen to live like a slave. For the fact the foundation of Nigeria is flawed, everything around it will be flawed. For the fact that even the name you are upholding, Nigeria, it was given to you by your slave master. Shame no the catch una. Shame no the catch una. Una shame they shame me. Say, Oyibo man give una Nigeria. In girlfriend, I shower when they come that place every 3 months to service the man. A young girl who was aspiring to be a journalist. Flora Shaw, then she was a young girl. She was a young girl then. Flora Shaw, a young girl who every 3 months, because that's what they did in Britain. Every 3 months, they send these young girls, concubines, they send them all across the whole world where they have, their so-called commonwealth, their colonies. So the people when they do colony, people like Lord Lugard, they will be relaxing in Africa while they will send them a concubine to come and stay with them for 3 months. After 3 months, they go, somebody else will come. That's how nasty Britain was. Think about that. And when he saw Flora Shaw, Lord Lugard was like, wow, this girl fine well. She's so beautiful. In order to show off, he now told her, I am trying to bring this, I need a name for this contraption. I want to create a country in Africa. I said, oh, I'm a journalist, I'm trying to, I'm going through my school of journalism. And, and I said, oh, okay, cool. I want to name this country. I want to create a country in Africa. He was showing off to that little girl, that prostitute. And he gave her the privilege. What name should I call this country in Africa? Can you tell me? Can you guess a name I should call it? And she said, well, I love the seaside. I love going to the Niger, the River Niger area. It's so beautiful down there. So why don't we call it the River Niger, the Niger area? It means the area of the Niger, the area of River Niger, Niger area. That was her suggestion. Let's call it the River Niger or the Niger area because it's around the River Niger, so the Niger area. Wow, okay. Because if you remember, there are some names they give. Papua New Guinea, those kind of names. You will know that's what they normally do. New Zealand, all those things. That is how they give name. They sometimes put 2 words as one. So when she said Niger area, that could have flown. That's a name she came with. So Lord Lugard was saying, oh, that sounds good, Okay. From Niger area, we can call it, Niger area, Nigeria from the French. French were calling it Nigeria because in, oh my God, in France, Niger means nege, the N word. So Nigeria is Nigeria. It is still Niger area, but French, when they pronounced it, they said Nigeria. So from Nigeria, look, I say, okay, let us make it Nigeria. But when you look at the word, it's just two words they infuse as one. Niger area, Niger Delta, River Niger, Niger State. French, they call that one Niger State. Niger. From Niger, in a country, in that zoo, you have one called Niger State. There is something fundamental about that Niger. Anything called Niger, there is something fundamental there. That's how shameful those who are fighting for Nigeria is. You still love your slave master. You love your slave name. In America, the black African American, every time they speak to me, they're saying, how can I trace back my African name? I said, man, bro, I'm sorry. You know, that your name is Johnson and Jack is because the slave master who bought you, he gave your forefathers his name. Those are the slaves of Jackson. So they will call you, you know, and John, the slave of Jackson, Michael, the slave of Jackson. From Michael, slave of Jackson, you will now get Michael Jackson. From Michael, the slave of Jordan, you now got Michael Jordan. That's how it came. And Nigeria was given to you by your slave master. But because you know you are not one nation, it is only when you are one nation that you start to speak in your tongue. For example, the Biafrans, we said we want to break out and we call ourselves Biafra. Same as well, the Yorubas who wants to break out, they are calling themselves Yoruba Nation or Oduduwa. That's the language. When you hear the name Oduduwa, you know that name belongs to a people, a tribe, a nation. Biafra, when you hear it, you know it belongs to a people. It is not a name that was coined by a white man, your colonizer. You ain't free until you fend off that your name. That's your slave name. You must shed it off from your mind. You baboons and monkeys everywhere. You love Nigeria. You say, God bless Nigeria. Hey, my God, have mercy. Watch and let's wrap this one up, I beg. Shameful. Go on, I beg.
In Nigeria's capital, Abuja, where the latest news coming from there indicates the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has broken into the residence of Senator Rochas Okorocha after gunshots were heard in the vicinity.
Fulani man is shouting, move here, move here, move here. See him now. Cabal, come to the eastern region. He's shouting, move here, move here, move here. All of you, move out, move out. When it comes to the Biafran, they have the power. A man, not that man in a pink shirt, not wearing a uniform. See the way he did tell people. You see the way he did address them. Move here, move out, move out, move out. All of you, all of you. Hi, God, Nigeria, God have mercy. Hey. See? Sorrow, tears, and blood when it comes to the land of Biafra. The same EFCC that went to the house of Yahaya Bello. They were by the gate. They were begging, please, sir, please, come out now. Let's discuss, sir. Please, just 5 minutes, sir. Let's discuss. He refused to come out. They didn't go into his house like this. They didn't break into his house like this. They didn't jump down the roof of his house the way they did to Rochas Okorocha. But when it comes to a Biafran man, that is when you will see it, because deep inside, they don't like you. So when they see that it has to do with you, they go all out. Hey! Yeah, man. Una shame, they shame me, man. That contraption. Ah, God. When Biafra is free, my people, I cannot wait. When Biafra is free, oh my God. I cannot wait when Biafra is free. That freedom. All this nonsense, we shall escape all this nonsense. Look at what is happening. Look at that woman. She was screaming. In fact, let me show you what she said.
You don't have to push me, sir, please. You want to shoot me? Shoot me and have your face everywhere.
In Nigeria. It's happening in Nigeria.
And have your face everywhere.
This video obtained courtesy
Hold on there. She said, this is happening in Nigeria. Oh, help. Oh, it's happening in Nigeria. Oh. One says, shoot me now. Let your face be everywhere. You see, when it comes, oh my God, different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks.
The cable news shows gunshots being fired to disperse the protesters.
EXP said the journalists must leave the premises, and they forcefully ejected everyone from that residence. The EFCC, they insisted that the journalists must leave. When it comes to the Biafrans, the journalists must always leave. When they gave us kwashoko during the war, the Nigerian, in fact, your TV in Nigeria, people did not know that was happening. When they gave us kwashoko, food, they barricaded all the food. There was a blockade of food. Your journalists, they were not given access. They did not know what was happening in the land of Biafra. It was not shown on your local TV. Nobody knew what was happening to the Biafran. They always tell the journalists to leave. Even in Okwama, they told the journalists, do not come here. Till today, 5 weeks are counting. The journalists, they were not allowed into Okwama. Do you now see the game? Do you now see the game? Because they want to rain havoc, they will tell the journalists to leave, and somehow, some way, they always accept. They agree. They escape to the loo of the military. They accept to leave all the time when it comes to the Biafran. But during the Lekki shooting at the Lekki toll gates, when the Yorubas were shouting in Lagos, we the Biafrans, we gave them their voice. We gave them our voice. We were also shouting at them. We were shouting for them. We were rooting for them. We took the case personal. We took it around the whole world, across the whole social media. Their problem became our problem. Even Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, was an advocate during the Lekki shooting. Lekki is a place located in Lagos. So you know those who were in Lagos, they will say, okay, because that place is based in Lagos, then you will assume that is the Yorubas that were being killed. Tinubu, this same man you all love, he was the one that called the shot. He told the military, with the governor then, Sanwo-Olu or so, he told them to come and shoot the people. They shot the people, they killed people, and they said nobody died. But at the same time, we the Biafrans, we lend our voice to what happened in Lekki. That's who we are. Deep inside, we are good people. So my Biafrans, at this point, I want to tell you to keep your head up. Remain focused. All eyes must be on the rising sun. As our Prime Minister has said, we must remain focused and resolute. Do not allow the zoo government, do not allow the cabal, do not allow the shenanigans happening in the courts of Nnamdi Kanu to distract us. We have an assignment, we have a goal for those who have not voted. Those who are yet to vote. Since the 1st of February till now, what are you waiting for? You claim to be a Biafran. You say you want your freedom. What the hell are you waiting for? What in the name of God are you waiting for? Do you want us to keep on begging you? Why can't you leave the Nigerian way and turn to the light? Follow the Biafran way. Follow our Prime Minister. Follow what he's doing. Follow the new way we are doing things now. Go out there and vote, for Christ's sake. That freedom must come. We need all the legal backing. We need everything to be documented to say we the people, the 70 million Biafrans, a great percentage of them, they have voted and they said this is what they want. That's why Simon Ekpa is backed by law. He is backed under law because you know in the Western world, they respect the rule of law. When they see that people, individuals, they voted, they respect the numbers because the same majority carries the vote. They will check the yay and the nay. Those who said yes in the voting and those those who said no. They will compare the numbers. If the yes, they won the day, the Western world, they will respect and observe that our voting. So why in the name of God are you guys still wasting time to vote? Go and vote. Go and vote. Support the movement. Support our Prime Minister. He's a good man. He's doing a good job. Support Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko. He's a good man. As you all know from day one, I told you, I am a disciple of Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko. I will follow him to the end. A disciple is somebody who is more like a helper, a servant to a leader. I am a disciple of the dragon. And I am nobody without Simon Ekpa. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Biafra, Superstars Media.
Now, can I be saying, sir, this permission where I take to be able to serve me for the rest of this year.
My people, this is our leader in court. We know Nnamdi Kanu. He's right there in court, greeting all the well-wishers, speaking to those who love him and those who have come to witness the court. Fellow Biafrans, this is our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. This is what he has been put through by the Zoo Caliphate, the Zoo government. When it was a time of Buhari, he went through this. Now it is a time of Tinubu. The script is still the same. Soldier go, soldier come. Barack in the set. Let's go.
I'm fine.
Amen.
Or after the court case?
Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. Our leader has gone through a lot. He has gone through a lot.
Tell Bobo.
Lord have mercy.
Okay. How is that?
Just 2 minutes perfect. No camera. Came and eat it last time.
Lord have mercy. My people, my Biafran people, na how una day. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendomazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon and Jocko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, there you have it. Our leader is now in court. He is arrived in court. He is greeting the well-wishers. He is greeting the men of God, the priests, the so-called politicians around. He is speaking to them to know what is going on, to understand the itinerary of the day. Our leader is again in the courts of the zoo, and you know they cannot be trusted. The zoo government, the zoo judiciary, the zoo system, there is nothing called rule of law in the zoo. So it beats my imagination sometimes. I am hoping, I am praying, even with the men of God there, I am praying for our leader. That's all we can do now. That's all we can ask for now. We can leave our leader in the hands of God to protect him. But to the whole Biafrans, I say unto you, we must also keep our eyes on the prize. All eyes on the rising sun. All eyes must remain on the rising sun. All eyes must remain focused. Support our Prime Minister. Support the Biafra government in exile. Support all the cabinet members who are doing good for Biafra. Support those who have put in sweat, tears to make sure we can actualize Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, today I am calling upon you as we await the outcome of the judgment, as we await if our leader is going to be given the bail as requested by his legal team, Mr. Aloy Jimako. As we wait, as we hope and hope. We hope and pray, oh Lord have mercy, we hope and pray. But as it's said in the good books, in the Bible it says, watch and pray. Watch while you pray. When you are sleeping with the enemy, you must keep an eye open. Watch and pray. Do not pray with your eyes, both of your eyes closed, and forget the assignment. That is the plan of the caliphate. They want to distract us. The same way they have succeeded in distracting the Yoruba nation. The same way they have gotten Chief Sunday Igboho defending something that he knows nothing about. The same way they've got Pa Adebanjo, I believe that's his name, the elder of the Yoruba nation. They have got him on the fences, on the ropes, trying to explain that it has nothing to do with the wife of Abiola. We've got our brother, good friend, Kogi Media, working extra on the media, explaining, breaking down the news, breaking down all the information to the Nigerian zoo and to the world, why they have nothing in common with the lady who is the wife of MQ Abiola. My fellow Biafrans, that is the distractions of the zoo. This is the same new dimension that the zoo they are bringing into the case of Nnamdi Kanu. They did that to Peter Obi when they have the man they call Apapa or whatever is his name in the Labour Party. He came and he disrupted Labour Party, and right now, Labour Party, they have lost their focus. The same game they are playing now on Yoruba Nation. They've got them on the defensive rope. They are in the defense trying to explain to the people, trying to correct the media that they are not responsible for what happened in the Oyo government house. This is the game of the caliphate. This has the handiwork of Tinubu, the Jagaban of Nigeria. And I say to you all, we the Biafrans must not be distracted. Let them come with the games. Let them come with the charade. Let them do what they want to do. For the first time in your life, you are seeing a high court of the zoo government going against the rulings of the Supreme Court. Only in Nigeria will elephant fly. That a high court held by Justice Bintan Yako can supersede the authority, the ruling, the jurisprudence given by the Supreme Court of that zoo. That tells you when there is no rule of law in a country, nothing works. When there is no respect for the judiciary, that country is doomed. Nigeria, as we speak now, we say banana republic, where everything flies. To our leader, Mazen Namdekano, we say, keep your head up. We are with you in the spirit. We know the assignment. We shall keep up with the assignment. We shall not let you down. We have a prime minister who is doing the job. We have a Biafra government. We have a government in exile. And by God's grace, we are voting for a self-referendum. And on the 2nd of December, we are saying, Biafra. The reclamation of Biafra will take place. We cannot wait to restore Biafra. My leader, Oyendo, we love you. We appreciate you. You have done your best. Unfortunately, you were in the midst of those you trusted, those they call the DOS. But in the 11th hour, they blackmailed you, our leader. Oyendo, we say, keep your head up. Stay strong. We know you are a lion. You know you are a man who does not retreat nor surrender. Oyendo, we love you. We appreciate you. We honor you. We adore your name. We bless God for the day you were born. We thank God for the day you were given the assignment. You are a prophet of our time. You are a man who saw tomorrow. Because everything you told us, everything you told the Yorubas, all you said about the Zoo Republic, all you told the politicians, all you told the Igbos doing trade in the north, in the west, everything has come to pass. When you told us they were coming, they were coming, they were coming. The Fulani Cabal and their headsmen, they are coming. Boko Haram, ISWAP and ISIS, they are coming. Oyendo, they have come. The people now know you are indeed a prophet. This is why we are saying, we shall not let you down. This is why we are saying, your vision, your goal, we must hold to a very high esteem. This is why we are saying, the Biafra that we have all yearned for, the Biafra we are fighting for, the Biafra of our dreams, the Biafra of our forefathers, the Biafra of Ojuku, that Biafra must come this year. We shall redeclare Biafra and let the whole world know that that is what we shall do. We are saying enough is enough. Because when he told us the cabal, they were coming, when he told us about the Islamization of Nigeria, some people, they called him a small boy. They called him a liar. They called him a fraudster. They changed our name from Biafra to Biafraud. Those who have insulted our leader, today they are crying because their family, their relatives, they are wallowing in the IDP camp. Those who said they are not Igbo, those who said they are not Biafra, today, as we see in Delta State, we see in Niger Delta, we see what is happening. We see the presence of the military because you said you are not Biafran. You have given the Zoo military and the cabal the leeway to come to your land, to Okwama, to Olota and the other places, Bayelsa and the rest. They have come to your land to destroy your land, to take over your resources, to spill the oil, to kill people, all because they love the resources from your land. It is high time you turn around. Those living in the riverine area, those living in the coastal area, it is time you turn around and smell the coffee. No man can live in an island. The moment you say you are not Biafran, the moment you dissociate yourself from Biafra, that moment you have given the cabal the leeway to do what they are doing to you. But as a father who loves the children, as a father who loves his community, his people, we the Biafrans, we say we are coming to protect you. We shall take care of you. We shall not let you down. To the people of Okwama, keep your head up. But those around the riverine area, there should be a learning message, a learning time for you all to understand you cannot bite the finger that fed you. No, you can't. Because we are the ones who have always been there for you, and we are still the ones speaking for you. So everyone out there, my people out there, this is it. We are now waiting for the outcome of the appeal. Today is the day our legal team, they've gone in there to make their case. They have told the judge that they want bail for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they want his previous bail to be restored. I will come back. When I come back, I shall give you the final saying. I shall give you the final judgment of this appeal case. We must know, we must know what they are up to. The Zoo government cannot be trusted. Even though our legal team, they had to do what they had to do, because for our leader is in Nigeria, they had to do what they have to do. But at the same time, we shall not be confused. We shall not be distracted with the task ahead. My fellow Biafrans, we must remain focused. The die is cast. We are saying we have crossed the Rubicon. The days of dialoguing, I say it is gone. The days of discussing with the caliphate, those days are gone. We are saying no more to dialogue. They had a chance for dialogue, but they misused that opportunity. My fellow Biafrans, I will be back to give you some more updates. My fellow Biafrans, when I come back, we shall hear the judgment, the outcome, and the final saying from the legal team. We shall hear from them and know what the outcome of this court case was. But to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, I want to say we love you, we appreciate you, and we are here for you. We, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, we shall not let you down. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra Superstars Media. God bless you. I'll be back.
Superstars Media. Freedom's gonna come. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. I'm fighting for Biafra, fighting for Oduduwa. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. Yeah. We fight for liberation of the people, of the nation. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. Freedom's gonna come. Salty dog.
Superstar, what the fuck have you created?